You calling me back? Oh no, we're connecting. Says connecting. It does feel like you were just talking to me. How crazy is that? It's crazy. What? Scatting? Oh, I'm not a good scat master. There are people that are. No route. What does that mean? Let's try this again. That's weird. We're gonna test the video on Discord. And I don't know if it's gonna work. Episode 405. Ba-da-na-bum-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Talk shows. Dungeon. Let's see. Tadpool. Podcast. Podcast. Yeah, homeboy, I don't know if that's gonna work. We can do. I'm on Hangouts too. If you're there, see if that works. Wonder what that means. IP address secured. Hey, man. Well, I checked. Not on my VPN, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's just, Jacob, if you can hear, let's just do Hangouts. Hitting the top of every flat. We both know that that's not a thing. Just use Skype, stop it. Can't use Skype. I'm already like 2/3 of the way through this eggnog and rum, you guys. You know, Skype used to be a good application. I remember the days when Skype didn't suck. You could add people to calls fairly easily. You could control volume. You could do very simple things. And then Skype was like, no, it's cool. We got this. What up?
Wow! Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice. Perfect.
I got you, baby.
I can hear you. And I'm going to switch over to Lake Hat Ears.
Oh, Lake Hat Ears.
Lake Hat Ears. I am pulling mine off. Hold on one second.
The problem now with Skype is that it's half duplex. It really won't let you talk over each other, and it does a very off-putting audio deal. It's not good.
I'm sorry?
Talking about Skype and how it sucks.
But yeah, Skype is awful, guys. Just awful.
It used to be the thing, like, it was all we had, and it was good, and then Microsoft bought them, and then it's been a progressive ball of crap. It's only gotten worse and worse and worse as time goes on. By the way, Jacob...
It's like the snowball of crap, starting at the top of the mountain, and it just gets bigger and bigger as it goes down the hill.
Right. What we'll say that Microsoft is a dung beetle, and it's taken what was kind of crappy and just rolled it around in all of its poo until it got a big old ball of super poo.
Just super poo. That's what we're dealing with today.
Yeah.
We're dealing with super poos.
Jacob, thank you so much, by the way, for lending me your second high quality, amazing Logitech C910 camera. This thing is like the old one. It was almost like it was zoomed too far, and this thing's got this weird like wide angle thing going on. Yeah, so I'm sitting the same spot I've usually been sitting, but it's not my entire head. It's just like, hey, I'm a camera that's got quality, so I can see your whole freaking room if you want me to.
The camera's not right here anymore.
Yeah, it's not here. I feel much more. I feel better. It has a tendency to do some autofocus a lot. Like if I do anything, it's like blur.
Oh, so this camera, you've got to switch up your settings on it because it does auto correction as well.
Oh, okay. So I need to like turn that off.
Definitely.
Let's see. How do we do that? This is kind of
because I just saw you blur up a couple of times whenever you moved up and down.
Yeah. It okay. So just turn off autofocus.
Yeah.
Okay,
turn off
cool.
autofocus and it should take care of it.
Oh, you're the best. Yeah. So
yeah, man.
Now I can do this and it won't like. All right. Rock and roll.
Hey man, how you doing today?
I'm doing as good as they can be doing. Good. Today was good. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm gonna tell everybody about last night. Last night we had a blast.
Oh, it was the best movie. It's the best time.
We went to trivia night. What was the place called in Apex?
Salem Street Pub.
Salem Street Pub. That's what it was.
Yep, Salem Street Pub. Legendary.
Talk about just a fun time. I mean, we cut up and we laughed and we joked and we made stupid off-the-wall comments and jokes that were probably inappropriate for most company, not just mixed company, but most company.
Pretty much everybody, yeah.
Yeah. We fought with the trivia master.
That was awesome.
We had a good time, man. I really enjoyed it.
You guys, if you are not into bar trivia, you need to change your life and get into it, because it is a different kind of game. You're drinking a lot, and when you're getting questions right, you're like yes, and then you start getting them wrong. You're like, dag nabbit, where did we go wrong? And then
we're awful.
You just suck at it, and then you're like, those people are Googling. I know it.
The Googlers.
It's the best. It's the best. It's my favorite. Like, it is the best monthly activity that we have. We'll have to maybe next time we'll have to get some Instagram video or something.
We're gonna have to do something. But I've decided it's not the trivia that makes that. It is just who you choose to spend your time with and the group of people. You have to make sure you have the right.
Oh, it's gotta be right.
Mixture of people.
It's gotta be right.
Because if you don't, then it will turn kind of sour quickly. So.
Oh, and if we didn't get the best group of people, we didn't just lay it like is the best group of people. It's about being with people that you're 100% comfortable with, and you're just like, F it, let's do this, and it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to tell a story on Steven real quick before he gets started with.
Go. Okay, go.
This is not going to be a bad story. This is a good story. So, one of the trivia questions was in the original Batman. It was the original Batman comics, right?
No, the 1960s Batman television series.
Okay, television series. Yeah. What three villains made the most appearances?
Right.
Before he finishes and asking the question, Steven, I see over there with his head down and is scribbling furiously on a piece of paper, and then he just takes the piece of paper and tosses it. And it lands on the table perfectly right in front of me. I grab it without hesitation, turn around, and I'm walking to the trivia master before he finishes the question.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful.
We had it, yeah.
It was one of the best things ever. So I hand the card to the trivia guy. And of course, the trivia guy being just as much of an a-hole as we are, he looks at me and he was like, nope. Sorry, got them all wrong. And I'm like, no.
And from my perspective, I'm looking at the two guys across the table who have a good view of Jacob and the trivia master. And they are looking like, holy crap, he said we got it wrong. In my entire life, my geek card, my ego, everything that makes me me started to just drain. Because I'm like, I just tanked a Batman question. Like, tanked it. Like, didn't get one. Like, no, it's not possible. That can't happen. And I'm just arguing with myself internally. Like, what did you do, you moron? You're not what you think you are.
This is what my life has become.
Your identity is wrong.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, I realized very quickly that the Trivia Master was full of crap. And I'm like, nah, you got him all right, didn't he? He's like, yeah, you got him all right. I'm like, okay. So I walk back to the table, and of course, I have to keep this joke going because what's better than one joke? Two jokes. So I sit down at the table, and I go, nope, Steven, we got him all wrong. And Steven has this look of just horror on his face for a half second. I thought Steven at that moment was about to crumble.
I became paler than I actually am. It was just everything was wrong.
Oh, but it was beautiful. So then, of course, I told him, no, you're 100% right. All of a sudden, blood rushed back into his face, and he went from white to this red.
And then I drank the rest of the half of my beer I had left.
And yes,
said, screw you guys.
Yeah, got it. Bring me another beer.
You had a drop the mic moment too, though, because dude was like, "What's the periodic table, or what do you call it? The name? What's the
symbol?
The symbol?
Elemental symbol.
What is the elemental symbol for rhodium?" And I look at Jacob because he's a chemist, and he's like, "Oh yeah," bam, gets up and walks off. I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." We've got a couple people who are just like, "This is my category. I own it, and I don't even need to talk to you guys. I'm just gonna go."
We're done.
There's no collaboration. It's just like. Yeah, Jacob, what is that? Oh, I'm a chemist. I got this. Beep.
Well, the funny thing is about the combination of people that we had, we all knew it. If somebody had it, nobody questioned it. It's like, Steven, you got that. We're good.
Yep.
Just hand me the card when you're done.
The only place where we all screw up is world and U.S. history or geography questions.
But Lando usually is pretty doggone good at that.
He is, because he's been a traveler, so he's the only one we've got that has the experience.
Yeah. See, if they would ask questions about meeting rooms all over the country, dude, talk about a wizard at that category. That's me. That's
you. That is you. That is you. That was a good time. It was fantastic.
We had a great time. Anyway, we've got everything tested. Levels are good.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
All right,
saving this audio too. Jacob and Steven jibber jabber.
That's exactly what it is. By the way, sorry about the notes. I didn't have a whole lot of time. I still think you're going to enjoy them, but it wasn't my finest quality work this week. I apologize.
Oh, Jacob, no. You did you realize you don't know this? You haven't really thought about this probably, but you are officially like producer of this show. Like that's what. Without you, there is no content.
No, you'd figure it out. I'm
no,
sure.
You are the producer of the show. So we're going to start crediting you as produced by Jacob Hartzell. Because that is the truth.
Yeah, see, while I'm producing, I'm over in the other room drinking. That's what producing is.
Producers do that. They do all the preliminary work and then they just rake in the benefits. In which case, I don't know what your benefits are, but you're raking them in. Just know that.
I get to have a Thursday night scotch.
Ah, yes, the Thursday night scotch and cigar. It's important, a tradition handed down from Winston Churchill and others like to other great minds.
And producers, apparently.
Thursday night scotch. I'm having a Thursday night rum and eggnog, which is gone, but whatevs.
Hold on, wait, did you actually go and get the rum?
Oh, yeah, I went to the ABC liquor store. Let me tell you, I got a story. I got 2 stories for the show. I'm not going to tell them now.
Tell them about the show.
Yeah, I'm going to open with liquor store. That sounds like a good one.
Hey, why not?
Ashley's back there like, can I have my microphone now?
Talk about an intro. That's a heck of an intro.
Oh, I got one. I got one from a listener.
I want my microphone.
Nice. You can take your microphone.
See? Did you see?
I saw it.
Yeah, she was giving you eyes back there.
Yeah, she was not happy with me. All right, guys. Have fun tonight. Enjoy the show. I'm going to go sit out back and listen to the show and drink a scotch. Bye.
Well, Smash the Audio's been tested.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You forgot your bread, and your bread is cold, which is the saddest thing ever. Help me.
Hi, I want to be a pirate.
Oh, did you get your flag?
Yes. Oh, thank you for bringing that back to me. That is a joy. That is a thing. Whoop.
Oh, that's such a good bite.
I gotta make my big head as big as your big head now.
Oh, wait, here, hold on. Ash is sending me passive aggressive Snapchat.
There we go. That's sort of better.
No.
Okay. Sorry, had to get that out of my system. Did I
I'm
break?
like, what even was that?
It was me. I drank enough rum in this. That's what I know.
Oh, so good.
This was so good. It was delicious.
The rum is so good.
It was delicioso. Oh, the good old captain. Bringing me joys that I didn't know possible.
Dude, my mama got some, like, crunk on when I came to visit, and that woman, she made eggnog.
Yeah,
like, lighted on fire.
I need your mom's recipe, because mine was a little weak.
Oh, dude. Like, she put 5 ounces in Jacobin's dad. Not together, like 5 ounces in each.
Nice.
And I had 3 in mine, and I'm like, holy shit!
I just kept pouring.
I'm like,
I just kept pouring. All right, I got a thing. We are going to be guest introed today by one Crund the Barbarian.
Crund?
Yeah, by Crund the Barbarian.
Crund!
He will be guest introing the show today, so I'm very excited about that. Aside from that, I don't know. I don't know what I got. No, stop. Stop what you're doing. Stop everything. Stop everything you're doing. Everything is wrong. Let me check this.
Okay.
Welcome aboard the International Space Cruiser
good.
Horseshoes.
All right, we're good. This is gonna be the best intro ever.
Yay! Yay!
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome aboard the International Space Cruiser Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Please, take your seats aboard the bridge as our intrepid crew explore the vast cosmos of the eclectic to bring you the wildest bits and pieces of information for your earholes. Assuming your race even has earholes. When does this fantastical trip start, you may ask? Well, lucky for you, boys and girls, it starts now.
With Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, episode 405 for November 30th, 2017. Screeching Doors, or where did episode 404 go? Hello, all you wonderful ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the show that brings to you the latest and greatest and non-crazy news from all over the planet. We go out there into space. Yes, we gather the news in our orbiting HQ. We put it into our little trash compactor. It goes into little tiny cubes. We drill holes in the sides. We stick sticks in there. We put a corncob pipe in its mouth, and we send it down to Earth, where it comes to life and then eats all the children, because that's the kind of story this is, ladies and gentlemen, the kind of story that you want to be a part of. Because, hey, who doesn't want to get eaten by trash from space? I'm your host, Steven, joined as always by the amazing, the wonderful, the cat ear, the fantastic Smashley.
hello, people.
That's her in her tiny voice. We put her inside a tiny box. Yep, that's it. I always try to make it punchy right there at the end, like really punchy, and I always fail. I feel like there should be more, like, something. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to what we do here. If you're new,
told me things. If you're new,
run while you can. Do not get involved. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100, $200. Inflation.
$400.
Yeah. So how you doing, Smash? How you been? What is up?
I made
Mistakes?
I just screamed in the mic. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Everyone will forgive you once their ears don't ring anymore.
I wanted to play with the light, Steven.
What is that? What do you have?
Do I look pretty now?
You
Do
look
I
like...
have a face that is sexy now?
Yeah, and the voice to go with it. The Are You Afraid the Dark people really want to say that they're happy that you're doing that. That's kind of cool.
Hot.
That looks
Hot light.
way more high tech than my can light from Home Depot.
I don't know where this came from.
I don't know why you have it in your hands. For audio listeners, this is great radio.
I had sugar, Steven.
Oh, that's good stuff, sugar.
I don't know what to do with this now.
Light
boy.
You're just gonna
I'm
have to hold
holding my light.
I told Jacob once he gets outside with the scotch, my goal is for him not to be disturbed and brought back in to fix our messes.
Oh.
Because we were like, we should do the Discord video tonight, and then we decided that that was probably a bad idea, considering he would. Whoa! What did you do?
I moved something and I broke it.
Oh, good lord! Why did you start touching things? You literally only have to sit down.
Oh, that's the oops? Okay, it's fine.
You literally have to sit down in a microphone and talk, and then you get in there and you're like, I'm an arm flailing, waving inflatable tube man. Look at all the things going everywhere.
There was only like the whole thing has a half a cup of like organic juiced cane juice, which is sugar.
Juiced
By the
cane.
way. It's just not like been bleached, but it's still sugar. So there's like a half a cup of sugar, and I don't really eat that much sugar, so I had like a slice of banana bread that contains. Oh, but there's sugar in bananas. Oh, you're so screwed.
There's sugar in bananas.
Yeah. So there's 5 these many bananas, and then a half a cup of sugar, and then like flour and shit.
That's actually in the recipe. If you look real close, that's what it calls for.
So it's like add baking soda and baking powder. So I just like grabbed hippie waffle mix and I'm like, this will be fine.
I'm actually not a huge fan of banana bread.
Oh my god, it's so good. You
Or
don't really like bananas.
No, not banana. I'll eat a banana, but it's usually just because like somebody put one on my plate and it's expected of me. You know, if I'm gonna
or
refuse,
if we're in Dragon Con and we're dying.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know, and then you just eat it as lewdly as possible in the room with everybody.
That's all I miss Dragon Con. We had so much fun. I remember that guy yelling at Dressed. He was so excited that he thought he was gonna get laid.
And he was so wrong.
It was so Steven and I are like, oh my god, this is extra funny right now.
Sometimes I like to carry a banana in my pocket. That way, if somebody says, "Is that a banana in your pocket?" I go, "Yes, it is."
Why are people looking at your pockets? That's inappropriate.
People look at crotches. Have you ever looked at that study? Dudes look at crotches all the time.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. Like they look at things and they look at crotches. I don't know why.
I mean, I guess I look at boobs all the time, but that's just because, like, if somebody has a boob shirt on, I'm gonna look at her boobs.
I've heard that. Like, when me and Stephanie have had that conversation before, I'm like, people wear low-cut shirts. It's just hard not to just glance because their boobs are hanging out. She's like, I look at people's boobs that are hanging out. If their boobs are hanging out, they want you to look at their boobs. Or else
I don't really feel bad about it. I'm just like, those are some nice boobs you have displayed there. High five.
Why not show off your boobs? Why
yeah,
not?
I mean, if I had like massive, like anime style boobies, I'd be like, look at I would be like, here's some under boob and here's some over boob, but I'm not gonna show you the nipple or Instagram will yell at me.
Because that's the bad part.
Yeah, that's the part that everybody else has.
Yeah,
that's the bad
That's
part.
the part. You can put a picture of a Powerpuff Girl on your nipples, and they're like, "Oh, that's fine."
I'm like, oh my god, like it's still a boobie.
Yeah.
Just so there's been a frozen banana on his sidewalk for a week, which is probably the best description of Morgantown I have ever heard in my life.
It's actually pretty accurate. You could pick it up and throw it in the trash.
Leave the banana until fall.
I found a banana in my glove compartment.
Oh, the smell.
When we went to pick up our car coming back from Thanksgiving at the airport, the battery was dead because our son, in all of his amazingness, decided to press the buttons for the lights on the ceiling, and we didn't know it. So we came back and the battery was dead, like gone, like dead as a doornail. And I was go, oh, I got that little jump box in the glove compartment so I can jump the car. And I opened the glove compartment and there's the brownest banana. I mean, it was like, it wasn't rotted, like it wasn't in like juice, but it was just this brown banana. It looked like a leather banana. And
I like brown bananas.
I picked it up and just thank God that it didn't just spill out all over my hands.
Bananas do that?
I don't know, but melons do. If you have like a rotten melon and you pick it up, like it's almost like somebody unplugged something from the bottom and the juice goes everywhere.
Oh, gross. I remember you guys that have, because like somebody set a melon beside your refrigerator for like a holiday.
And I didn't know. I didn't know it was there. Somebody's like, here's a melon. And I come downstairs, I'm like, what is that smell? And I go look at the Walmart bags that have been by the fridge that I've just been ignoring because I figured they were something somebody else had. And, and I go over there, I'm like, what is this water? That's not water. What is in this bag? Holy crap, a cantaloupe. How long has that been there? Weeks. It was all
so bad because it went under their fridge, and I walked in and Stephanie's like, "So we can't get to it yet."
It was all everywhere.
You'll adjust to the smell.
You'll get that's what you want to hear when you go into someone's house. Hi, welcome to our home. You'll get used to the smell. We had an exploding cantaloupe in the living room.
Almost 3-year-old in your house, so there's diaper changes, so you expect to smell like baby poop when you walked in.
Oh yeah,
but that's been like the only time I've ever smelled poop when I walked into your house is when it just had happened.
Yeah, he poops in the potty now, in the plastic potty, which is I'm really excited when he poops in the potty that has water in it.
I asked Stephanie, I'm like, there's got to be some sort of device that's either incendiary or you can place it on the toilet so he doesn't fall in. Invest in that so you don't have to take poop out of a plastic bowl and put it elsewhere. Welcome to the poop show.
It's a training thing. It's a small toilet for him to get used to how to do it, and then when he understands like the concepts and has control over it and all that, you introduce him to the like special toilet seat that sits on top of the regular toilet that he won't fall in.
So basically, it's like training a cat. Yeah, but you start a cat you put their litter box on top of the toilet. So I mean, if you do it to a cat, it has to be applicable to a baby.
Kids are a little bit different. They don't have the same. Have you been around a child? Like what? I really want you to do like a parenting show. You're like, I'm not a parent. Oh my God,
I would be so good at that. I would be so good.
Put your children in water and sit it on the stove. That'll heat them up.
It's like being in the womb. It makes sense.
It makes them feel better. Submerge the head. It's the best part. It makes them comfortable.
They didn't breathe inside you. They don't need air now. It's
right.
what the government tells you. It's wrong.
Haven't you seen The Abyss? Like, they can breathe liquid. That's a thing.
It's the coolest movie. Don't wear a ring that's made out of indestructibleness.
Oh no, you get your finger cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, Crown the Barbarian has a good story. It's bad for cats because elderly people can't get to the toilets to poo. Because the cats are pooping. Yeah.
Well, I don't. They're very particular about where they. So it causes anxiety. Wait, what?
It's bad for the cat because you're pooping and the cat needs to poop. The cat gets all freaked out because he can't poop in the toilet.
Wait, is it? Wait.
It's bad for elderly people too. Is it bad
for an elderly cat or elderly people, or it's bad for the cat, or it's bad for the elderly people?
I like that, Crun. I just explained it. Crun's like, wait, what? I don't know that I said that at all.
Crun, we're confused. Which is for elderly people. Cats.
It causes elderly people anxiety.
Oh my God, that makes okay. I'm so much, Steven. I don't know where you read those words that aren't there, but I read them with you.
They're all in there. They're
not
all
there, but
it's just not that same.
Them there.
It's not the same order, and it's definitely not. There are things missing, but it's basically what he said: is old people can't use the bathroom because their cat's in the bathroom, and it gives them anxiety.
I was like, why is he talking about an old person like that? That's awful. So we're at the end of November, Steven.
Oh, hold on. Are we segment switching? Okay, now go.
Are we segment switching? Have you met me? We're at the end of November, which is okay. I have a question about NaNoWriMo. I missed like a week. So I have 10,000 more words to do. And I'm like, I can do it. I will stay up all damn night to get it done. I know where I'm going. I want to win this thing. Will it count? Or does it have to be submitted by midnight tonight?
I think it has to be submitted by midnight tonight.
Shit, monkey, dog, fart, horse crap.
I mean, you just spit out like 6 words there. That's almost, I mean, that's a head start. It feels real good when you put your words into that validator and it's like 50,003. And I was like, yeah, and I won. That ain't happened this year. But one time I won it. And I was like, yes, I have won it. And then no one ever read my story. So I'm like, yes, my bad work will go into oblivion. No one will ever
Because
know.
you're like, I'm not done with it yet. It doesn't count. Nobody can read it. And then you flushed it down the toilet and no one ever saw it again.
I have all of my works. Thank you very much. All of my works. I have a shoebox full of works that no one will ever read till I'm dead. I want to just pull an Emily Dickinson. I'm going to just be the most famous dead author you've ever seen. This Stephen Adams guy really should have released something, but he didn't.
That
Too
was
bad.
So everybody around me is kind of having like midlife crisis, including me. And I don't know, like, I mean, I hope I don't die at the age of 60 because that would suck. But I'm just like, do it. Do the thing. If you want to go for a jog and it's raining, go get wet. Who gives a shit? If you want to go to Bali, okay, open up an account, put $10 in it every month until you have enough to go to Bali.
Yeah, because you're going to die.
I mean, it could take 20 years, but the time's gonna pass anyway. Like, just do the thing. If you want to wear a dog collar and walk up to some stranger in the mall and say, "Look, I think you're hot. Will you tie me up and spank me?" Just do it. I mean, if they say no, say I appreciate that and walk away quickly because they're probably gonna call the cops on you. But still, you did it.
There are some things you should not do. But that may be one of them. But yeah, you only have one life to live, and you don't want to spend the rest of it in jail. So choose wisely, I suppose.
I mean, okay, let's give scenarios, and I'm gonna so Steve is Jiminy Cricket, and I'm gonna give him scenarios, and then you give me a scenario, and it's jailable or not. New section that we just made up.
Jailable or no?
Jailable or nah?
Nah. Okay.
Okay.
Jailable.
Okay. So I want to. Okay. So I can't think of anything that's even remotely okay.
Jailable.
You're like, if Ashley suggests it,
It's jailable.
jailable.
Yeah.
What's something you want to do that you're just like, I want to do it, and you haven't done it?
Oh, there's nothing in the world I want to do that I haven't done except write the great American novel, get paid to podcast. That's about it. Those two things would be fine for me.
Those two things.
Yeah, I want to play in a band again. I wouldn't mind.
Oh, you guys were so good. Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't mind that.
Steven,
Yeah.
who would sing?
Not
Jacob could
me.
sing. Jacob can sing. You would guitar the crap out of that guitar.
I would. I'm actually holding a pick right now. I don't know where it came from. It's just in my hand.
See? It's in your blood. Okay, so we have a singer. It's probably going to be like some Johnny Cash shit up in there because that's what Jacob sounds like. And then it's going to be some rad guitar, like Dickie's guitar. And can Landon play anything?
No. Stephanie
Neither
can play
can I.
keyboard.
Okay, so you got a guitar, you got a keyboard, you got a singer, and you got two groupies. Landon and I will yell real loudly, especially if we're drunk.
Groupies are not what you think they are. Groupies going backstage and hang out with the band naked and stuff.
Well, if you give Landon enough to drink, that will happen.
That will happen, actually. That's a true statement.
Yeah.
Enough alcohol.
So,
There will be balls. That was the...
oh my god, guys! So Steven's got this buddy Landon.
No, don't tell that story. Which
What
story are you
story?
telling?
My dream that I had last night.
Oh, that ball story. Okay, you can tell that
I'm
one.
not gonna tell Landon too badly.
So this is fictitious, Lando. If you've been around the show for a million years, he's actually hosted it with me twice.
Yeah, because I was sick or dead or something, or
Yeah,
gone.
Or, gone, sick, dead, something. You weren't around.
Brad's talking about Halo jumping, and I'm like, freaking James Bond shit, yeah.
That is high altitude, low orbit jumping. For those not
Low
in the know.
opening.
Low opening. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Low orbit. Same thing.
Low orbit. I am a human being, and I am in low orbit. I am similar
I am
to
in
Mars.
the low orbit. I am the Sputnik.
I peed a little. That was awesome. That makes me so mad. Okay, I don't even. Oh, Landon's nuts.
Yeah, let's talk about Landon's nuts.
So you get they did this they do this guy date thing. Stephanie and I stayed home and
Guy
ate
date.
what were you? I found Pop-Tarts, Steven.
You ate Panera. You ate a Pop-Tart. I
ate
know
a-
because I counted them prior to leaving. And when I returned, there was a smaller amount of Pop-Tarts. And I know for sure that you ate a Pop-Tart because the package was missing, which is, as we know, a Pop-Tart. And it's possible that she had half and you had half.
No, there were two Pop-Tarts taken out of.
2 full Pop-Tarts.
2 full Pop-Tarts
were removed.
And
by 2 full Pop-Tarts, we mean 2 foil packages of
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Of Pop-Tarts, yes.
Yeah,
Steven and I got you. I got you, man.
Yeah, you got my back.
We
2
got
Pop-Tarts.
this. 2 Pop-Tarts. Not 4!
Send your hate mail to hnhshow@gmail.com.
2!
Yeah, 2 Pop-Tarts.
But we ate them, and we watched Krampus, which was amazing. And you guys were out there like drinking, and so Landon comes back, and Landon's kind of buzzed, and then he goes and like pees or something. And so last night I dreamed that Christina stripped Landon down except for this like gothy trench coat, and then decided to paint his balls to look like pumpkins. And Christina's his wife. She was so excited about Landon's pumpkin balls. So she was like running him around, showing everybody Lando's pumpkin balls and like taking pictures and sending me Snapchats of like pumpkin balls. And I'm like, those are really well done, but I feel like he's got like ball cancer now because.
Did you use organic ball paint?
That. Why are you letting me talk? Good God, someone make me stop.
I'm not really sure. I was just going to let you keep going as long as you wanted. At some point, there's news in this story, but I had a story to tell as well because I, once again, have gone out prior to the show to the grocery store.
Oh, no.
And I saw, once again, Big Truck. That's what we're going to call him. So I've made up names for like everybody at Kroger. There's Mutton Chops. There's Tom Petty. There's
Tom Petty?
Yeah, there's Big Truck. There's some names I don't want to repeat because they're just names that are characteristic of the person that is just feels wrong to say out loud, even though it's how I know them. Like there's a guy with a tracheotomy, and he's just trach to me.
Ouch.
See, that's terrible. Like you can't say that.
Amazing.
But it's in my head that way. Like when I see him, I'm like, oh, there's trach. But those are, anyway, Big Truck guy was there, and he was following someone out the door with a buggy full of groceries, like just nonstop in their ear, just talking about whatever. And this lady, you could tell she's just walking like, I'm done at Kroger now, but he had her in his tractor beam, and he's just following her. I was like, haha, get out of here, free. You know, and then I come back. I've been to the grocery store for roughly 4 to 5 minutes getting a couple of things that I needed. And I'm leaving, and I still hear him in the parking lot talking to someone loudly. And I don't even know what's going on. But I'm jetting to the car because I don't want another Big Truck incident. So then I do something that I don't normally frequent the liquor store. But I needed rum for my eggnog. As we all know, eggnog might as well not be a thing if there's no rum in it.
Eggnog tastes like feces without rum.
Right. So I go to the liquor store, ABC Liquor. It's a good old-fashioned liquor store. And I don't go there very often, but I go there, and it's just kind of, there's a feeling in a liquor store of like, people could shoot you in here for a bottle of liquor. I don't know why I feel that way, but I get in there and I'm like, this place sells substances that people are just jacked up on. Like, this is like a giant room full of things that make people punch other people. Like, this is what this is. This is what this environment is.
You're Jiminy Cricket. Like, you can't walk in there without, like, feeling the sins of other people.
There's some sort of vibe in there. I'm like, someone bought liquor here and then punched their spouse. Like, that happened. That happened. We know statistically the likelihood is very high.
Not where we live, though.
Yeah, there's lots of wife punching going on around here. The peak of good living. So, I mean, come on. So anyway,
go to sleep.
So I walk up to the register and I'm like checking out, and I'm all shamefully pulling out my ID and not really looking around and acting as shady as everybody else. And
wait, you like voluntarily pull out your ID?
Well, you have to. They need your ID to buy the liquor.
Oh my God, Steven, you are so precious and wonderful. Please never stop being you.
Well, they need it. They require, it's everybody. I don't care if you're like 75 years old. ABC's policy is you get ID'd.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I pulled it and I was like, here's my stuff and everything. And this kid, I'm not looking next to me. I'm just hearing these words. I'm hearing, do y'all have coupons?
What?
And I'm like, who asked for coupons? And the lady goes, no, we don't have coupons. And he's like, oh, okay. And she goes, do you have some ID? He goes, I left it at home. And she was like, well, I can't sell you any alcohol. And he goes, oh man, 427.87. And she's like, no, I still can't. You need ID? He's like, oh man, okay. And then he starts to leave, and then I finish my transaction. I walk out the door behind him. He's like, can't be more than 19. Like, there's no way that this kid is 21 years old. Absolutely no freaking way. Like, did you seriously walk into the liquor store and tell this lady that you left your ID at home? Are you 12? Like, I left my homework at home. It's stupid. Like, they're not going to sell you alcohol, dummy, and then throw out your birthday. You could, like, what? And why coupons? Why would ABC have coupons and then hand you a coupon at the register? Be like, oh, as a matter of fact, we do have coupons. Here's a coupon for some Jim Beam. Just go back there and get yourself a bottle. It's 20% off with this coupon that I'm going to give you from behind the register. You don't even have to go to the newspaper and clip it. We'll just give you one at the register. Here you go. I know that works at Kroger. I go up and I'm like, y'all got any coupons for all the stuff I just bought? And they're like, yeah, here's a whole roll of coupons. It's not a thing. That's not what you do. And I'm just
Maybe he thought that would be like more adulty if he used the word coupon.
Do you all have coupons?
Well, I mean, what like alcohol did he have?
I don't know. Like I said, I was handling my own business in the liquor store, buying liquor, feeling so unimpressive and like
You made Dressed cry.
It's good. I'm glad I could do that. It's just because I handed him my ID. He didn't think anything else was funny.
I mean, every once in a while I'll get asked for my ID. Like if I have my hair in pigtails or, have drawn hearts on my faces or something like a normal Ashley and just happen to be walking into the liquor store. But I mean,
Liquor.
And the sad thing is, like, I go there so often, I know the guys that work at the registers. Like, and we end up trading stories about in-laws and stuff. And
you may be an alcoholic. I walk in there and I'm just like,
isn't gonna fill itself, Steven.
I walk in there and I'm like, where's the thing I need as fast as I can get it so I can get out of here before somebody from church sees me in here. It's not really how I think.
Just like, oh my God, how was your? I know you had to see your in-laws.
How was your Thanksgiving? Did it work when you put the vodka in the turkey's behind? Did it make that turkey taste better? I don't know anything about liquor. I just know I need rum for this drink, and that is all I want to know.
Amarula?
Oh, that's rum. Good stuff. That tastes like
There's lots of scotch in our house.
Yeah. I just looked at the signs at the top. It was like vodka, mixers, or whatever. I was like, where's the sign that says Captain Morgan? That's all I need. And I saw all these other rums, and I'm like, you're not the captain, and you're trying to be the captain, but you're not. And you're definitely trying to be some sort of sailor, but you're not him.
I love that you feel guilty for walking into a liquor store. Like, just walking into the liquor store. Like, Steven walks up, I got my thing, and I'm going to walk real quick. And here's my ID, sir. I is indeed over 21 years old. Do you accept Visa?
Here is my monies. I'm paying with paper so no one can track it. It was an exciting experience for me in the liquor store. It's not something I do like a normal person. I just go in there and I just sit there and think, all these bottles and all the death caused by the stuff inside them.
I'm just like, where the hell's the Amarula and Gimme Two?
It's kind of funny though. You ever think about like the amount of chaos that is at the hands of alcohol, and we have stores just full of it. You can just walk in there and get whatever. Like, hey man,
like guns and cigars and salt.
I don't care about cigars. Nobody punched anybody because they had too many cigars. You know,
it depends on if they were Cuban or not.
Well, yeah,
they would probably like take a nap.
Like, nobody's punched anybody over too much weed, unless they're paranoid. They have a paranoid weed moment, and then they might have punched somebody. But like,
have you seen those like sites? They're satirical about like weed making people like do. They're supposed to be like by these super Christian organizations, and they're basically making fun of
It's reefer madness.
Super Christians.
No, I have not seen those particular
They used
webcomics.
to be on Facebook, but since I am not on Facebook no more, I don't see them.
You're probably better. It's for the best not to be on Facebook today.
I zero miss Facebook. Unless somebody sends me something and I'm on like my computer, I hiccuped. And they're like, you must sign up. You must sign up. You must sign up. I'm like, I will beat the holy living shit. I will come to your house and I will make you eat your dog. Because I know you have a poodle of some sort. It's got like shit do or poo shit or some kind of poo in its name because that is the type of person you are. Facebook.
Do you ever notice that there's a lot of places, at least 2 places in our town, that have a Chinese restaurant right next to the animal hospital? I saw a second
Not
one.
okay.
I'm like, that says China Chef and that says Animal Hospital, and they are definitely next to each other. That's like a portal in the wall. Just go, I don't know, man, your cat died.
It's like when you go to the bathroom and you pass the pee through the like.
Yeah, a little trap door.
Yes.
Here's another one. Just
There's a
slip
place.
me the 50, leave it in the dead drop out back.
Oh, dead drop, get it?
Dead drop, dead drop. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes for you?
I love this. There's a place called China Express, which is like so original, but it's in RTP, and like it's spicy soup. Like Jacob and I talk about spicy soup all the time, and like we hadn't been in a while, so we went twice in the last week, I think, because it's been cold. And like the people are so awesome. Like one of the women ran up and gave me a hug. She's like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you," and I'm just like, "I love you so much."
Well, that's because when you meet somebody, they are your friend. There is no like in between, like get to know you time. You're just like, hey, I like you, unless you don't, and then you're like, I don't want to ever be your friend ever.
Yeah, then I'm like, hi, this is Ashley being super polite. If you ever call me again, I will rip your wiener off.
That's
Wink.
basically if you're ever involved with a conversation with Ashley and she treats you really nice, she'll kill you.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Yeah,
You're a
she
piece
has
of crap.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. It's that kind of
That's
situation.
not a knife. This is a knife. If
should,
I make fun of you, you're my friend.
we should do a
Subject.
show. Or if she
Oh my god,
if
yeah, holy crap.
if she nicknames you, you're also a friend and you are not someone she's interested in dating.
That's too
If you have a nickname, you're safe. If you do not have a nickname, just be careful. If you haven't noticed, Jacob's name is Jacob. I'm a shine. She's a smash. We had a friend named Walmart for a little while. There's just been names Pie.
Oh my god, I forgot about Walmart.
We had Pie. We had Walmart.
You used to, Steven. Okay, so Steven, like being his Jiminy Cricket itself, like before he would introduce me to his guy friends, he'd be like, if you allow her to pursue a relationship with you, I will kill you. And then she will probably kill you. So avoid it.
No relationships.
None.
You
so
two are
like,
separate.
I remember Micah came up to me one time and he was like, so I got a speech that you might hit on me and I am to say no.
I let people know ahead of time. They were
Good.
It was really for you. It was for your protection. Just
You're
making
like,
sure you're safe.
Okay, let's do a show. Oh my god.
Tomatoes are the state vegetable of New Jersey. Fortunately, the governor is also one. World news. A mom who charges her family 30 pounds each for Christmas dinner sparks outrage. She charges her family for Christmas dinner? What a bloody savage. With presents galore, a Christmas tree, traveling, and all the booze, the festive season can be a drain on the wallet. So why not try and recoup some of the expense? This is actually very true. I saw a meme that said, if a holiday stresses you out and makes you go broke, maybe just don't participate in it despite society's pressures.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's pretty true. Like, it's really hard not to do it because everyone does it. But if it's going to make you broke, your family doesn't want you to be broke. They would rather you be like, I can't do Christmas this year. It's not because I'm a penny pincher. It's because I want to eat something. And I can't buy you all the food.
There's last year we had people like make us stuff like soaps and stuff, and like so we just exchanged homemade stuff like we did sugar soaps. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in Fight Club, they use human fat.
Gross.
You can use your own human fat to make soap.
It was not fleshy tallow.
It was Soylent Green the soap.
Cricket soap.
First soap people. One frustrated mother has created a bit of a storm on social media after revealing how she charges her family members to scoff their festive dinner at her house. Scoff, that's different in Britain? It's a different word?
That's like
eat? Okay. Pregnant mom of 4, Gemma Andrews, has tightened the purse strings with her relatives by charging them 30 pounds a head and thinks others should do the same. The very first year I opened my house to everybody on Christmas Eve, I got let down by 5 people and had so much excess food, she said. That's the best British accent you're ever going to get.
That was beautiful. That reminded me of a lobster for some reason. I imagined a British lobster.
Yes, that's what I was going for. Actually, I'm really proud of that. That worked
came
out.
through.
Yeah. Claws. The year after I tried Bring a Dish, come Christmas Eve, people said, "Oh, I forgot to get it, and I'm running around trying to find a bag of prawns. It's more stressful." Bag of prawns.
Bag of prawns.
Although she did say, "I don't charge for the children." Oh, good. Kids eat free at Grandma's house. They don't have to come, replied Gemma.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh, I love her. My grandparents-in-law come every year without fail, and if they didn't come, they'd be sat at home on their own. They pay it in November, she added. Gemma's plan split viewers who couldn't decide if the mom was a cunning entrepreneur or a tight-fisted Scrooge. She says, "I certainly wouldn't mind paying $60 for me, my husband, and 2 kids, and go somewhere for Christmas dinner and not have to worry about any food, drink, or washing up. Bargain, I'd say. There's no such thing as a free lunch or Christmas dinner, it seems."
So I actually don't think that's an awful idea because, like, if you're responsible for, like, if no one else is going to bring anything or help you, and even if they do, and you're responsible for, like, just say the turkey and the main stuff, that gets expensive really quickly, especially depending on how many people you've got over.
It does. So in other words, don't have a big family and have a small Christmas.
Yeah, or seriously, just have people, like...
Or bring some, potluck it.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving, like, we split stuff up. We're like, okay, we're doing this, you're doing this.
Yeah, it helps.
And it was still expensive.
Yeah, but then you've got the back home baller that just shows up at home and is like, "Feed me." Bowls.
Oh my God!
You guys, YouTube that is the funniest Saturday Night Live
so
thing.
Good. When I went home after Thanksgiving, I sent you guys, like, my mom legit. There were just bowls of, like, olives and nuts and chicken dip and hummus and crackers and, like, hard candy. She's got hard candy.
It's like M&Ms everywhere.
Amazing.
Bowls.
So good.
But you're supposed to, when you're a kid, and you're a grown person, you go to grandma's house, which is your mom now because you've got a child, and you go, "I'm gonna lay on the couch where the food is," because it's your home. Like, you don't have to worry about things. And your mom, this is the most absurd thing, but your mom has wanted to take care of you since you left the home.
Yeah.
Like, your mom is like, "I don't have anybody to take care of except your dad. I want to take care of you. So you come here and sit down and enjoy yourself." You know? Except,
yeah.
At least I think so. And my mom can correct me after she listens to the show and tell me that, like, "No, I want you to get off your butt and sweep."
Dude, your mom, when you go to, like, your mom's house, like, she waits on everybody hand and foot. She's like, "I see that you might be thirsty. Let me handle this for you."
My mom is the best.
It's like
Best mom.
They're just, I don't know what it is, but, like, I'm, like, sitting there going, if I was a mom and I had built-in help that I made, I'd be like, "Get your ass up and clean some dishes because mama's gonna take a break because I'm done." Like, once you reached adulthood, I quit because you do it.
That's very true.
I changed your diapers for years.
Well, good for you. I'm going to make sure you don't have any little slaves. So you can just borrow mine. There's no need.
It's so funny how many people tell me not to procreate.
Hey, maybe it's you, you know? Maybe it is. Maybe it's...
Hey, your son calls me darling.
Yeah, oh gosh, she's the coolest kid. Well, no, you made me forget what I was going to say. I was going to tell some story about my mom No. Oh,
Mom's
my
great
grandma's
mom.
house. So my grandma, Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner at my dad's mom's house, which was like the big family because she had 5 kids, and then each of those kids had 2 kids, and all those kids had 2 kids, and it's just insanity. Yeah, it's nuts. I was like, you have like 90 people in your family, and you're still alive. She passed away last year, but it's huge. So we used to go, and my mom used to get so irritated because she'd always want to use the fine china for all like 37,000 people in the house. And what happened was it's so incredibly old-fashioned, which nowadays you would call sexist. But all the women would end up in the kitchen washing dishes post-dinner, and all the men are sitting on the couch or reclining in a chair watching the football game. And you look at this split, and you're like, this is wrong. This is like, because you're a kid who's been brought up in this age of like everybody pitches in and you just help. There are no like boundaries. Just do stuff. And you're just like, all the ladies over there, all the dudes over here. What an interesting thing. And so my mom's like, I hate going to there. Everybody just washes dishes and all the men sit around and stare at each other because none of us talked about anything. Just do the dishes. So I think that's why we have paper plate Thanksgiving. Like, I think that's part of it. I think we used real dishes this year, but there were 5 of us, so 6 of us. So it wasn't, no, 5 of us. So it was fine. 6.
My aunt
I have a
hates
son now.
when we use the china. Like, hates it.
China, man. It's a country.
Oh, it's wonderful, and I love it, and it's awesome.
I hate it.
So, Steven.
I hated China. What?
Dad, I don't know where he got the sake, but he had this amazing, like, it was so mellow, amazing sake, and we busted out like the
little cups,
little sake cups, and the decanter, and we were like doing the Japanese cheers, and we were just like, this is the best thing ever, and it was so good. So I figured when we make the rum balls for Christmas this year, we can wash it down with some of that sake.
I will be willing to try that.
Oh, so it was legit. It was
I will try that.
My mom got crunk real quickly. Like,
your mom can sniff wine though, and she's like, I'm so drunk right now.
So Jacob, like, we did the toast. We're like, oh, bye. And so Jacob did the toast, and he was done. So he flipped his cup upside down and went all Russian on the china and slammed the cup down. And I was an idiot, so I did the same thing. And my mom looks at her cup, and it's still completely full because she's like, I've already had one of these. I might die. And she goes, goodbye! Like, pours it out and then slams it down on her plate. And I'm like, oh, my God.
She just dumped all the sake out and put it on the plate.
Dumped it.
Because she'd had one. So her inhibitions were gone.
For like 50. It was great. And I'm just like, if you combine this with rum balls, best day.
Oh, I'm just going to make a giant rum ball the size of my fist and just chew on it all night. It's going to be amazing.
That is what we do. Steven and I just kind of like hover around the Tupperware that we
just
put the rum ball in.
We don't make rum balls. We make like one of those cheese balls that we just kind of cut off a little piece of it and eat it just over and over.
It's so funny because like everybody will get a little piece, and then it's just me and Steven left at the end, like
standing over there, just
over the Tupperware.
We're like those little birds that dip their nose in the water and go back up. We're just like, oh.
And then we get sick, and we put it up, and we go sit down and watch a movie, and then Steven goes, Ashley, rum balls.
Yeah, and we yell at each other, and then I'm gonna have diarrhea, and then we just, it's the best night. Oh, it's so good.
We probably should motor through some of this, huh?
Yeah, because we have been talking like we haven't hung out at all.
I know, we miss a week and we're like, oh my God, it's so nice to see you.
It's so nice to see all these fine people, though. Look at this list of people hanging out with us right now. It makes me so happy.
Guys, I just like the tipsy bartender story that's about to come up. Man tries to pay ticket with pennies, gets choked by guard, and shats himself. This is not... I'm already not okay just based on the clickbait title. When Anthony Sevi got a parking ticket in Royal Oak, I'm assuming this maybe isn't. No, it's dollars. He wasn't pleased. When he went to pay his ticket with pennies, he was turned away, choked, and then pooped himself.
I don't understand.
Like, that's some hardcore choking if your body thinks you're about to die and, like, ejects the feces. I don't think that in everyday course of business we poop our pants or go around defecating ourselves.
That's the same thing. Like, he just said the same thing 2 different ways.
Just because you can use a bigger word for the same word doesn't mean that you should.
Right. He could have just said we poop our pants.
No, pooping pants.
Pooping pants.
Pooping pants.
Pooping pants barbecue sauce.
Sevi went to pay his $10 parking ticket in Royal Oaks 44th District Court, but was told he'd have a $175 surcharge on his credit card. He wasn't happy and left. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they charged for that.
Look, if you assholes are gonna put it out and you're gonna make it, then you damn well better accept it. I hate this shit. Excuse me.
Yeah. What do you hate, the surcharge or the credit card?
No, the fact that they won't accept pennies, but they're gonna like mass market them at a deficit, and then we can't pay with them.
Oh yeah, that's some bull crap. Like, I don't think the U.S. has laws against using pennies for any amount of money. Like, I think you have to accept pennies. Like, there was a famous...
You do, but stores won't do it.
There was a famous YouTube video years ago called not Loose Change. That was the 9/11 thing. Anyway, it was a story about these kids in Tallahassee, where I lived, who got their car towed by one of these tow companies that was just freaking towing everybody. You know, they were just notorious for towing people. So they went with their giant jar of pennies. They're like, screw you guys. These are my pennies. I want my car. And they were like, we can't take that. We can't take that. They got the police involved. And the police were like, you got to take their pennies. And then the police came out later and was like, I hate this tow place, man. They tow everybody. Yeah, they're like, this is awful. Yeah, predatory towing. That's a good word for it. But yeah, I forgot the name of the video. It was like 72,000 pennies or something. It was ridiculous.
Holy crap.
It was crazy. But they were like, this is like legal tender in the U.S. You have to take this money. And I think they ended up just giving them the car. Like, I think they didn't have to pay.
It's more of a hassle, yeah. Like, it's so stupid because, like, if I was a business owner, I wouldn't want to take 7,500 pennies. I'd be like, dude, my bank's gonna charge me out the ass for bringing this in. Like, but there is 0 point in mass producing pennies right now. Like, they do it at a deficit. It makes no sense.
Oh yeah, Like,
get it?
Watch that later. I just I put it in the chat. It's the 88. It's called 8,800 pennies. It's on the YouTube.
And that's the tow thing.
That's the kids with the tow truck. Yeah, the tow company.
Anyway, so he came back with a roll of pennies, and I guess he made a video on video with the court officers in his bag of pennies, making what his attorneys call a symbolic protest. He wasn't happy about it, so in symbolic protest, he brought back penny rolls to pay for his ticket. The clerk wasn't too happy about that. They refused to allow him to pay with penny rolls. Oh my God, this attorney, like,
oh wow,
can't word.
No, but the penny roll thing is actually more like, it's nicer than what the 8,800 pennies guys did. These things were actually rolled. You could count them. Like, so
this guy just like dumped pennies.
He just had he just had pennies. This guy at least had rolls. That's that's actually decent.
This story is just gonna make me so mad, isn't it? The entire exchange was captured on surveillance video with which Marco showed. In the video, which you can watch in the player above. Oh, I actually didn't catch that one in time. Sevi and the court officer exchanged words, of course, because they're having conversations. Sevi was asked to leave, but it did not end there, as he was leaving the courthouse with his back to the officer. Oh.
You don't assault a dude when he's got his back turned.
No, the court officer began to choke him out, grabbing him, brought him to the ground. Sevi passed out and pooped himself, because that happens when you're choked to half to death. Sevi was then arrested and tossed in jail. This is so much bullshit. Yeah,
no wonder, man. Like, I'd be suing somebody too. That's screwed up.
Yeah, he's suing the people now. I don't think anyone paying in penny rolls, whether it's a preferred thing to do for a court clerk, warrants this type of assaultive behavior and violation of constitutional rights. City Attorney David Gilliam says the city is yet to be served with a lawsuit, but says he's aware of the case, which was investigated by the sheriff's office. Sevi was charged with assaulting or obstructing a police officer and disturbing the peace. So if they have it on video, if he's leaving and the police officer assaulted him with it, no, you can't assault or obstruct as you're leaving.
You're leaving the place. He probably said something snarky on the way out, and the police
You can
officer.
say whatever the hell you want to say.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that it's justified. I'm just saying that that might have been the thing that provoked the police officer.
I was like,
into
I'll show
action.
you. I'm a courthouse police officer. I have power. I'm
Yeah.
gonna choke you till you
You
poop
see
your
this
pants.
badge? It means I can punch you in the back of the head.
It really doesn't.
Oh,
But
no,
whatever.
it doesn't.
We should move on before I get spicy.
What is the button I need to press? I need to press this button. Do, 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 do. Are you preparing your home for the holidays and find yourself bored with the same old holiday decorations? Are you looking for a way to put a little spice in your eggnog? Well, your search is now over. We have 7.5-foot upside-down champagne-colored Christmas tree with lights for sale that will surely make you the talk of your town. This 7.5-foot pre-lit LED artificial Christmas tree upside down offers an easy way to bring an age-old tradition to your living space. Plus, the upside-down Christmas tree has a lush, lifelike look. Those upside-down Christmas trees have existed for centuries in Slavic countries, including Poland, where a spruce tree hung upside down from the ceiling is considered a religious symbol. We are doing our part to bring that tradition back straight to your doorstep. You can find them at most major retailers like Target, Walmart, Home Depot, and we have a wide range of price points from as low as $250 all the way up to $1,000. Better hurry though, supplies are running low as these trees are moving fast. That's right. Upside down Christmas trees are a thing, and if you want one, you should buy one for your Christmas.
When I saw the picture, all I could think of, I was like, "Where's the portal?"
I know. That's really. I don't know why you would have an upside down Christmas tree, but okay. This one on the picture we've got here is
I guess if it's a religious thing, like in other countries, that I get. But like,
it's for Slavic countries. Is that it was considered a religious symbol?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not. That I kind of said that in a snarky manner. I didn't mean to. I just like why.
Christmas tree, Christmas.
Christmas tree. I think you'd have to spell Christmas backwards.
Christmas tree.
Sam to Cirque.
Hanging fir trees upside down goes back to the Middle Ages when Europeans did it to represent the Trinity. But now Christmas trees are shaped with the tip pointing to heaven, and some think the upside down Christmas tree is disrespectful or sacrilegious.
Oh, I don't think it's sacrilegious.
So it was originally upside down? Oh my God! It was a piece of the Triforce. Ah! Zelda is real.
The Triforce is real. We are actually living in Zelda. Zelda is a historical document.
It's like if you see one that's actually shaped like a nacho chip, really clean edges, all I see is the Triforce.
But why don't you see that when the tree is right side up?
Shut up.
They're both
Steven.
triangles.
Yeah, by the 12th century, it was being hung upside down from ceilings at Christmas time in Central and Eastern Europe as a symbol of Christianity and God the Son becoming a man because it resembled the shape of Christ being crucified.
Oh, so it was more like a cross when it's done that way. Well, why would you say it's sacrilegious for the tree to be upside down if the tree upside down is more representative of the thing you're trying to represent?
I mean, I just think it looks like
People
it
are
doesn't
dumb.
understand gravity, honestly.
No, people are just stupid. Like, that's like the same people that are like, Jesus was born in December, and that's when we'll celebrate our Christmas is in December. And then you're like, historically, it was more likely like springtime. You know? Like, it's not, but people get all bent out of shape. Like, there's a difference between like the historical thing and the traditional thing.
And the
It's
thing
like
that
in
we
the
took
Bible
over
when
because
Michael
we didn't
threw
look
the
the
devil
thing.
out of heaven. You remember that? It's right there in Genesis 15. No.
Now look at here. I stabbed that Jesus.
Stamp. You're like, okay, there's things that are told, and then there are things that are written, and written in the actual book, and then there's stuff that the church for years has just said, this is how it happened. It's like, well, that's nice, but it's not written in here.
Yeah, don't
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, Stephen and I struggle with people.
Struggle with people. That's a good way to put it. Let's do some news bear left untold, so we can, because it is getting late and we are running low.
I was listening to you to die.
Dressed.
Oh my!
Amazing. Malaysian University confusingly organizes pedophile charity run over the weekend. Ooh.
What?
That's probably the wrong. They probably didn't English that one right. What an embarrassing mistake in using the English language. University Technology Mara's Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies and Baitul Fleek. What the crap? I can't read this.
I don't know. That's a big thing.
Apparently used the wrong word when they organized a charity run last week. The pedophile charity run has met with a round of ridicule from netizens. Netizens means internet people.
I thought it was.
I
I thought
hate
it
this.
was supposed to be Genesis. This is so
No,
stupid.
it's just a stupid slang term for people that use the internet. It's
People?
like labeling trolls. It's like, oh, netizens, the people who actually are willing to not only read the story but then comment on it.
Oh my god, no, keep reading. There's so many made-up words in this.
The run was supposed to have been held at UITM Sarimban 3 last Saturday.
Oh my god, that's a planet. Where is
Sarimban 3? Is anyone flying to Sarimban 3? I hear it's over in North Space somewhere.
North Space, yes.
The poster was widely spread over social media, especially Twitter, with netizens making snide remarks over the falling standard of the English language. It's the word, you're using the word netizen, you bunch of doofuses. In an article about the downfall of English, you're using the word netizen. Like how ironic. Some commenters said those responsible should have consulted the university's English department before coming up with the pedophile charity run phrase. The coconuts.kl website. What the crap? Where are we?
I don't know.
It's
This
like
is
some.
the best thing.
We are on Sarimban 3.
I'm gonna cry.
It clarified that the run was not for pedophiles or a celebration of them, but rather an event aimed to educate students on the matter. Commentators couldn't help linking the mistake with what Federal Territories Minister Tinku Adnan Tengku Mansour I've got a man sore, if you know what I mean. Said over the weekend that UITM was a place for slow learners to study. The minister has since apologized for the mistake. Several ministers and captains of industry have in the past lamented on the declining standard of English among graduates and have claimed this was one of the reasons why many of them remain unemployed. Because
look at this side, pedophile red alert.
Pedophile red alert, pedophile charity run. We run for charity. It's
Sarimban 3. I totally want to write a book about Sarimban 3. This is amazing, and I don't understand what's happening.
Why doesn't the US have names like why there's multiple hells and multiple like Raleighs and multiple whatevers. Like it should be named, you shouldn't be able to use the same name in a different state. Like it shouldn't be like Raleigh, North Carolina, Raleigh, West Virginia. It should be Raleigh 1 and Raleigh 2.
Sarimban 3.
It's like trying to choose a username on the internet. You're like,
oh
cool guy 69. I'm so clever. I knew a dude who used an email address for like on a resume. XXX porno pug was his and I was like, that's not a good resume email address.
What?
You are wrong. Everything about you is wrong. This is not okay.
Do I know this person?
No, but we were like, if you could have like a moral opposite.
XXX
I was like,
porno pug.
I don't
Does
think
that mean like he did pugs?
No, I was like, I don't think we can talk to each other. Like, I don't think that you and I are ever going to have anything to say that we're going to come to some agreement on. Like,
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
that's kind of where I was at. Like, I don't know, we're going to be friends for a while. WTF section. WTF.
Still haven't put it in the thing. Go
Nope.
Steven.
He apparently managed a strip club for a while. That was McFly asked that just now, and then he tried to get me involved in some pyramid scheme regarding energy drinks. I'm like, I don't want to do any of
Run
this.
so fast you'll run like Kenyans.
It was the power bar 9000 or
Oh
something.
no, it was the drink. It was like the Powerade something.
Oh crap! Who
Run like
remembers?
Kenyans.
Who remembers the power drink?
Find
commercial?
it. You find it. I'll read. Surgeons removed 263 coins, 100 nails from a man's stomach. he did it wrong. A man who went to the doctor in India complaining of abdominal pain was found to have nearly 12 pounds of metal objects in his stomach.
That's a lot of
Hey,
pounds.
do you want to feel so energetic? Try Power Thirst. Energy drinks for people who need gratuitous amounts of energy. With all new flavors like chocolate. Chocolate energy. It's like adding chocolate to an electrical store. Sound the alarm. You're gonna be uncomfortably energetic. What's that? You want strawberry? Well, how about rawberry? Made with lightning. Real lightning. Sports. You'll be good at them. It's an energy drink for men. Energy. These aren't your dad's puns. These are energy puns. Turbo puns. Science, energy, electrolytes, turbo lights, power lights, more lights than your body has room for. You'll be so
Oh gosh, that's enough of that.
Oh, I remember that being so much
fast.
better.
Mother Nature will be like, slow down, and you'll be like, fuck you, and kick her in the face with your energy legs.
I'm sorry.
Kenyans!
So fast you run like Kenyans.
Oh, you have to find that part. This is the best part.
Oh, it was great. Everything about it was great.
Oh, my face hurts.
There's the. Hold on, I got the Kenyans right here. I got the Kenyans for you.
And they'll be good at sports. Make your babies run abnormally fast. They'll run as fast as Kenyans. People will watch them running and think they're Kenyans. They'll race as fast as Kenyans against actual Kenyans, and it'll be a tie, and they'll get deported back to Kenya.
I don't. That's like the best thing ever. I don't understand why.
That's from like that zone of like the when you're a kid and you want to go wee and all that stuff. Like that was. There's a time when the internet was just a pure place where stupid stuff happened.
I do miss some of that. I'm hippopotamus. I got noodles on my back. Noodles on my back. Noodles on my back.
And badger, mushroom.
Ah, a snake. Max Good Khan, 28, a rickshaw driver from Satna district in the central state of something Pradesh, was admitted to Sanjay I can't Indian.
Sanjay Gandhi, I think would be how you say that.
I'm like, okay. Doctors initially believed he was suffering from food poisoning until tests revealed the contents of his belly. He had been complaining of the pain for the last... Would you not connect these two things? After the general exam, we found that he had an infection in the abdomen and low blood pressure. He was in critical condition. They soon discovered the cause of his pain was far more serious. We had suspicions that they were something else because his family had expressed doubts he was consuming unnatural, abnormal things. We did an x-ray. The scans revealed the presence of multiple metal objects, ranging from coins to razor frickety shit blades.
Look at that picture. Do you see that?
I'm screwed.
It's money and nails.
Why? Khan underwent surgery to remove the objects, during which a laparoscope, was used to find them all. We discovered in his stomach nuts, bolts, chains, 263 coins, 100 nails. The surgery took 3 hours. Post-operatively, he was in critical condition for 24 hours and was on ventilator support. He's out of danger, but he needs some time. Like, there were still 2 to 3 coins in his rectum that will pass naturally. Why? Like, but why? There's no why. What's in the briefcase? This is bullshit.
Don't know. Razor blades? Like, you can't eat that.
I mean, like, was this a, like, mental issue or, like, a nutrition
It
thing,
had to be.
or...
Like, maybe some sort of form of extreme pica.
Oh, my God. Like, yeah, there's just... Oh, that's so much not okay what's in his belly.
I mean, I've heard of people eating, like, toilet paper because they've got pica, but not, like, eating a nail. Eating a nail's not easy. You don't just, like, put it in your mouth and swallow. You have to try, you know?
Yeah, because those bitches are long.
Yeah, depending on the nail and chains and stuff.
And some of them are crooked. Yeah, I was going to say there, I see a chain in here. There's screws.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really bad for the guy because he's got to have some extreme issues going on for that business. But that is pretty rough. There's like, what is that? It's picture hanging hardware or something in there. So he just went and pried stuff off the wall and ate it. Now, you can eat some stuff. There's one dude who ate an entire bicycle. Did you ever see that story? That was pretty fascinating.
Wait, what?
So he's a, what do they call them when they're really just kind of crazy people, but they give them a name? Performance artist. He's a performance artist who ate a bicycle. And there's also a dude who eats light bulbs. Yeah, Schwood would to some degree be a performance artist because of the bizarre stuff, but he doesn't
Eat
actually
shit.
poke crap through his nose and stuff. Like it's all okay to do. Like his tongue is his nail through the tongue trick. It's a fake tongue, but it's it creeps you out anyway. But yeah, their dude ate a bike. There's people who eat light bulbs. The people who eat light bulbs are very like they've discovered how to eat a light bulb. Like the dude was like, you can't just eat a light bulb. He said, I know how to eat a light bulb so that it's okay to eat it. Like there's a certain amount of chopping up that you can do to the glass because if you get it too fine, it can actually absorb into your bloodstream and kill you. So you have to eat it in a certain way.
How about we just not eat light bulbs for entertainment?
There's some things I just don't know how you get into. Like, oh, this looks tasty. And you just bite into your glass and you're like, I'm just going to eat this glass.
Like, I got glass in my food once, and the restaurant called me my meal because there was glass in my
it's
food.
dangerous. Remember the one time me and Jacob shattered glass onto our hamburgers and stared at them for a second?
I have never seen two more depressed people in my entire life.
We both stared at it and we're just like, maybe we can recover. And it's like, no, we can't. It's too dangerous. It's gone now. All the hamburger meat is gone.
And it was just they were doing inside out burgers, so they were like stuffed with deliciousness.
So good.
And it had taken them ages to get them perfect and molded and pick out their ingredients and chop everything, and they just humanity was crushed.
My darn cabinets overstuffed with glassware just fell out, just shattered into a million pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you guys. We do. We're so glad to have you here every Thursday night to hang out with us. And if you're joining us on the podcast, thank you so much for downloading and listening. If you want to please give us a review on whatever service you got the podcast from, that would be fantastic, and we would love you for it. If you like everything that we do here on Two Dorks, or like what we do tonight, you can see me do stuff on Tuesdays. Again, with the Adventures of Steven. I had an unbelievably amazing time playing Machinarium on Tuesday night. An amazing, freaking wonderful time. It's a point-and-click adventure, and I was solving puzzles, and I was having a blast, and people who normally tell me hints on how to solve puzzles and work with me through them weren't there, so I failed on at least one. I just hung it up for the night because I'm like, screw this. Where are my people who help me? But it was great. It was fantastic. Join me there Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. to continue playing adventure games.
Steven is back.
Long forgotten art form of solving puzzles. I actually had an anchor smash the other day. I was talking about it so there's loot box gamers. Like there's that endorphin hit you get from finding new loot. Like that's where WoW and Diablo kind of sit. Like you find a thing, you're like, ooh, piece of candy. And you keep playing because you want the next piece of candy. They don't work for me. Those games don't work for me for some reason. Like they work for maybe a week and then they taper off. An adventure game is that like, don't know how to solve this puzzle. Think for 10 minutes, solve the puzzle. I'm a freaking genius and I want to do it again. Like that's adventure games is my place. That's where I get that same dopamine hit that you loot box people get from solving a puzzle, and it's because you're just like,
I like Zelda because of that. Like when you figure out the stuff.
Oh yeah, you're just like, I am so smart, and you're not really, but you want to you feel like you are because you just had a great victory.
That's the mark of a good game, if they can make you feel like when you finish a platformer and you're like, oh, that's how you do the thing, or that's how you time it, or when you figure out a puzzle and you just feel amazing. Like that's the mark.
Yeah, you're like, I am so talented, even though it's like, we just made it just challenging enough that that victory feels good.
The rage quit might happen, but you'll come back.
Yeah, you'll come back because you'll get there. But it was anyway back on Tuesdays doing that. Thursdays, obviously if you come to the show a little early, Jacob's playing Dungeon Boss on Thursday nights, which is really awesome as well. We're having a great time with that.
And Subject's doing some WoW lore.
And Subject does WoW lore, so join in for that because that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed hanging out in that tonight.
I was eating banana bread. I was very excited to be alive.
Send your questions, comments, feedback, and hate mail to h&hshow@gmail.com. Call us, leave us voicemails on Anchor. Get the Anchor app on your phone. Add the Two Dork Station. Call us. It's really easy. It's fun. Download our show wherever you find podcasts. Follow us on Twitter, Steve H&H, and Fate Kills, Phate Kills. You can also follow the channel in general at Two Dorks TV on Twitter. It's Two Dorks TV? Yes, Two Dorks TV.
Yeah.
And you can donate to us, help us make the show better. That's at twodorks.net/tip. It would be awesome to get your donations. Or tips.
Give
not
us
donations.
your money.
They're tips.
Give us all of your money. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
If you don't want to give us your money, you can always give us Bezos bucks by using your Amazon Prime subscription to subscribe to the show on twitch.tv, and it gives us some free Bezos bucks, which are just as good as real money. And since Amazon's going to basically take over everything. And we're going to leave you guys with these words of wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. Brian O'Driscoll. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. We love you. We'll see you next time on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Got it.
Meow. Nice.
Got it. It was nice indeed. Now I got to remember where to cut the show at the beginning because I had the recording running for a little bit.
Welcome aboard the International Space Cruiser.
There we go.
I got tired.
Yeah, that happens when you're old and
You're
stuff.
old. I'll get really hyped at 11.
Yeah.
I like flag from 10 to 11, but if I don't go to bed, then I want to be up until 4 in the morning. And I'm like, who that shit goes to bed at 10 o'clock?
I'm the
That's an Ashley.
same way, but you definitely need to go to bed. It's
I
important.
do.
Yeah, you're supposed to go to bed when you're tired, and if you stay up through your second wind, it's not really real energy.
What is it?
It's pretend energy. It's not a thing you should actively pursue. You should definitely.
But that's what I've done my entire life. Where does the pretend energy come from?
You know where you normally are in your entire life, where you say I'm tired all the time. You know how you wake up the next day and you go, I'm so tired. Now I want you to think about what you just said.
Shh, I have to pee more than I'm tired.
Like more often?
Yeah.
I mean, most people, I would say that it's not that special. It's actually kind of how life works. You're supposed to have to pee more than you're tired. It's not a defense. That's just
It's not like I don't really get I am hyper.
like right now.
Just in general.
That's probably true. I get you.
Just in general.
I got you there. All right.
The thing is ready to go.
The thing's ready to go. It's episode 405, not 404, because of reasons.
Yes.
Which I think
I'm
is-
gonna backlog that.
Which I think is hilarious.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing.
What's this show called?
Screeching Doors.
Screeching Doors.
It's the Doors cover band.
It's the mix between the Doors and Screeching Weasel,
Screeching Weasel.
which is also a real band, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep.
Adverb plus animal or adjective plus animal equals band.
That's true. That's really how it works.
Vomiting moose.
That's my other band. I really want to make a band with Sam.
Aardvarks.
I'm gonna make a band with Sam called Salmon Daddy.
Yay!
Because I'm his daddy and he's a Sam, but I was gonna spell it SALMON. It sounds like a ska band.
It really does. Anything with daddy in it.
Salmon Daddy.
I have to pee now.
I did.
I miss doing a show. This is awesome.
I
I
know,
love
this
you
was fun.
now. Shit that hurt.
Good on you. I forgot to record the video again.
I hurt my toes.
I'm really sorry. You go put a Band-Aid on that. And all of you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.